And I'm back with another Front Row Talk podcast, the podcast with expensive opinions. This is episode 124. Before I get started, make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, and you check the description down below where I have my link for my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Make sure you check the episode before this one, episode 123. I think I talked about the Olympics, if I'm not mistaken. I talked about UFC and the Olympics. I've been talking about sports a lot lately. And I feel like for my calculations, it's been 10 plus episodes. I think 13 to be exact, where I haven't spoke about anything related with music. So I feel like this is the right time for me to come back. I feel like it's a perfect time because of what's going on in the music industry right now, or at least, for the artists that I mostly cover, and talk about what's been going on. So let's get straight into it. So to get straight into the episode, like I said, it's been a minute. I think last time I talked about music had to do with the whole Kendrick Drake thing. It was about like Kendrick and Drake beef. It was like 2 months ago, and now 2 months later, talking about Drake again, because I feel like, it's been a while, but it hasn't really been that long. I guess you could say that talks about the consistency that he has, but whatever. For those who are not aware, Drake yesterday dropped uh, 3 new songs with a whole bunch of like files of like behind the scenes of studio time when he's on tour. Even back talking about 10 years back, when he was working on projects like Honestly Nevermind, Her Laws, then Certified Lover Boy, Scorpion. So just a bunch of files of years of worth of recordings and stuff like that, stuff that fans never seen, stuff that only him and his friends, his people recorded. But I want to talk about how it got there. So on Twitter, I ran into it on Twitter. People were saying that he was following this page called Plot Twist, and like the bio said 100 gigabytes for your head top basically. And people was kind of like trying to connect it with the whole Kendrick beef, which is expected because that's the most recent event that really happened that everybody was talking about. He has dropped music since then. He's been on Camila Cabello's album with 2 songs on Gordo's. I think he did something with Sexy Red. He did the whole Wagwan Delilah with somebody from Toronto. So he has dropped since the beef, but it hasn't been anything like from him himself. So everybody was talking about it, and then the page finally became public, and then it was 3 files, 3 new songs, like I said, called "It's Up" featuring 21 and Young Thug. Then you got Green Blue Red or Green Blue Red, and then you got Housekeeping Knows with Lotto. I found it was out of nowhere. I found it weird. It was literally Tuesday afternoon, and he dropped it. But I don't think he waited to Friday just because it's probably more so something that he just wanted to give the fans. I don't know if I want to call them throwaways, the songs, or a way to roll out something bigger that he has working on. But I feel like this move, or like wherever he's going with this, I feel like just the files and the videos, I feel like that's really for his real fan base, his core fan base. And the reason why I say real fan base is probably the people who sided with him before the beef, during the beef, after, whoever, or beside the beef, people who just like him for his music, and how the body of work that he's been given for the past 10 plus years. So I felt like I have not seen each and every video. I don't think there's anybody who has. If you have, that's crazy. But it's a bunch of different files. It's from videos ranging from like 19 seconds to like 25 minutes of just like I said, studio time, or whatever the case may be, him joking or his friends, his peers talking. And then you have a lot of videos where it shows like unreleased music that never came out, or extended versions of songs that never came out, which is kind of cool. I find cool because I'm a fan. Because it's like damn, it's always something that you haven't heard that is you haven't heard, and it's most likely fire, and then you run into it and you're like, damn, he should have dropped this, or I see why he didn't drop this and drop that. He also uploaded clips from Her Loss, with 21. It's a bunch of stuff. It's a bunch. I mean, there's 100 gigabytes worth of videos and stuff. But I want to, mostly speak on each song. So for the first song, I'm gonna speak about on Housekeeping Knows. That's the one with Lotto. I feel like it's cool. It's not the best song, or it's not something like, oh snap. I feel like it's cool. You could play it or whatever. It's just basically, I mean, speaking about housekeeping, knowing who he's messing with or whatever. I like the fact that the beginning of the song, it's like a voice, like a girl saying, "Oh, play something inspiring, something uplifting," and then the song doesn't have to do with nothing inspiring or uplifting. I liked how Lotto came into the song, how she flowed on it. I feel like she got a good flow. I don't really listen to Lotto, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like she sounded good on the beat. The beat was really good. It was cool. And yeah, like I said, the song is not too crazy. Like I said, I don't know if it's a throwaway. I don't know if he's gonna actually come out with it on a project or just as a single. But the song is cool. I definitely play it. Now, moving on to Blue, Green, Red, or Blue, Green, Red. I think that's the name of the song. I want to get it correct. I have a lot. I mean, that song, I like the song a lot. Let me see. Blue, Green, Red, yeah. I like the song a lot. Give me that Jamaican patois vibe, the beat, give me summer vibes for real. And there's certain things that he says on it that lets you know that song was probably a bit more recent. Just because of the fact that he's talking about how many summers he ran, like 10, as in like how much time, for how long he's been consistent. And then he says something on some who they make music for, men, and he's basically kind of referring to Kendrick and how he can't really make music for girls or for people to vibe or put in some type of environment or whatever the case may be. Basically just saying he's more versatile than the people who he's competing with. I think he also said something about London and performing somewhere, and that had to do with like where Kendrick performed. So he's being sneaky with it. He's basically throwing passive aggressive shots, and I want to speak on that like a bit towards the ending of the video. But yeah, he talks. I mean, that's what he says on the song, and then he's basically saying like, once I got money, green, I blew up and left y'all on red, like not speaking to y'all no more. But like the colors blue, green, red. So I feel like it's playing on words, pretty cool for him to do. I mean, he's always been that type of person, to kind of be, what's the word? Not sneaky, but like slick. That's the word. He's been slick, and not in a bad way, but just slick in a sense, like with his lyrics and stuff like that. Or even if when he's getting at somebody, he's slick, as in like a lot of people have been saying, only you would know when he's getting at you. So yeah, that's that with that song. I really liked it though. It makes me dance. I'm not gonna lie, and I can't dance, but it makes me dance. It's a vibe. Now, last but not least, I want to talk about It's Up. I feel like it's the best song out of the three. Definitely heard it a couple times today. Featuring 21 and Young Thug. Young Thug is on the hook, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the hook. And the reason why I mentioned Young Thug first is because his part is important, I guess. I mean, I don't know if it's hinting for anything else, but I think he's saying like, oh, I don't care about my ops. Like he's saying it repeatedly. Young Thug is saying it with a couple other things. But I feel like this is where the slick comes in, because for those who don't know, Kendrick has said that Young Thug made Drake feel like he's a slime in his head or whatever, about Drake going to Atlanta to steal the Atlanta sound or whatever, being somebody who's not being original, right? So I feel like Drake using that on the music, on the song, It's Up, especially the title, It's Up, basically saying like it's up. If you know what It's Up means, it's up, like it's lit. Like if there's smoke, it's up. Let's do it type kinda. So I feel like that was even the title, and then using Young Thug for that, it's kind of slick because he's using somebody who Kendrick basically said like it's just being petty in a sense. And then I seen a whole breakdown, which kind of like, I was like, oh damn, people really be doing their homework. but it was just basically saying, people saying, so Drake said in the song, "Please ring my mother, please ring my father," and then kind of basically saying, kind of getting at Meet the Grams, because in Meet the Grams, Kendrick talked about Drake's mom and dad. Please ring my mother until I've been sober. Mother, I sober, the Kendrick song. Friends that I treat like family, they were just hanging around. Somebody said, he's talking about family matters and how all of his friends turned on him. Then he said, please ring my father and tell him how I found some fortune. And then it's basically him getting at the fact that Kendrick said to his dad, to Drake's dad, that Drake has gambling addictions, gambling problems. They're gonna try to behead me and speak on my family name. These is all like lyrics from It's Up song. And then it says basically he's talking about the beef and Meet the Gram specifically. Gotta lay down when you make bed. Gotta let some tears just shed. That's from the green, blue, red. Tears running down. So people just trying to make connections between all the songs. If you run into it on Twitter, you'd get exactly what I'm trying to say. But definitely some bars in there and some lines where it has you like, okay, he's definitely talking about this beef. And the Young Thug audio supposedly is old, but they used it for this song. And then I'm thinking he wrote this recently, and then put it together. And then with 21 had a good verse. I think it's a really good verse. People was kind of getting confused, saying that he was getting at Kendrick when he said, he think he Pac now. But I think that was cleared up. I think 21 Savage people said that wasn't for Kendrick, so it wasn't for Kendrick. If it was, they wouldn't have denied it. But I think it was kind of like, slick as well, because around the time that this is all happening, people know Kendrick loves Pac and stuff like that, and for 21 to be on a song with the person who Kendrick was beefing, for him to say it, so it's all mind games, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, those three songs, if I'd had to rank them, I'd put number 3 Housekeeping, number 1 as the best is Up, then Blue, Green, Red, and then Housekeeping, in that same order. I do listen to Blue, Green, Red a lot though, but yeah. Like I said, I haven't went through all the videos, but I've been seeing a lot of clips here and there, whether it's on Twitter, TikTok, or Instagram, of just like a lot of snippets, a lot of behind the scenes stuff like that. And I feel like it's cool. I feel like he meant to release that for his fan base, for the people who actually appreciate what he got going on and stuff like that. Because I would say a lot of people definitely switched up on him after this beef, but I think that made him stronger, or made him approach things differently, and that's what I was gonna get to now. This could be an album rollout, this could not be, but I definitely think that it's for something that he's gonna do soon, even though he did clearly say he's gonna drop something with Party Next Door during 4 time, but I don't think that got to do with anything with the Party Next Door. I think that it has to do with something that he's gonna do before that, whether it's an EP or mixtape. I think this is for that. I think there'll be a whole different type of rollout for the Party Next Door, probably based in Toronto, where they from. I have a whole different type of vibe. I don't think he's gonna drag this all the way to September, October, November time, even December. Like September, October, November, to drop it for the Party Next Door, because they kind of don't gotta do anything. This is giving more vibes where he's, just what he's gonna say after the beef, or if he's gonna reignite it, because he follows a page called Indigo Child, something I also ran into on Twitter, and the bio basically says the first page got him anxious, but this one something get ready for round 2. You could run into it on Twitter when you see it, and by the time you guys see this, it's Friday, so I'm speaking on it as of now, Wednesday. By Friday, who knows what's out, who knows what's new, what we see. But yeah, so that page he follows is private, so it's kind of like the same thing as the Plot Twist page that dropped the 3 songs. It's just not public yet, so the public cannot see it. But it's super duper interesting where it could go, what could be behind that that page. It could be a smokescreen. It could just him being like petty, or like, trying to like go around it to like kind of bring some type of attention. Um, he could really be ready for a round two against Kendrick. I don't know. Me personally, I'm past the beef. I felt like no matter what, people kind of already picked the winner. Um, I mean, I don't know if I even would like a round two, because I feel like it would drag out for so much longer, and I think it'll just give more attention to Kendrick and their fan base, and yeah, so it's just like I feel like they should both. Kendrick should go his way, do what he gotta do. If he's still dropping the album, Drake should do what he gotta do, and just keep it pushing. But I feel like that's where it should go. If it does get to a round two, let's see what he comes with. Let's see what he talks about. But like I said, I do think this is for something bigger. EP, album, rollout, whatever the case may be. Um, uh, yeah. So we shall see. Um, we really shall see. But like I said, I said it here first. It's definitely for something before the Party Next Door project. Oh, and the Party Next Door project gonna have 15 songs, from what I seen. Don't know if they add more to that, if they add less, but 15 songs. And that album's gonna be amazing. Like, I already know it. They have a lot of great music together, so that's gonna be super duper tough. If you like that type of music, R&B, all of that, you're gonna be in for a good one when that comes around. Till then, we gonna see what happens. But good move, good strategy by Drake. And the way he dropped the 3 songs and stuff like that. And a couple minutes ago, I just seen on the plot twist page, I guess you could say burner. He dropped like a screenshot of like the audio file, but it didn't have any name. It didn't have nothing. So I don't know if it's him hinting to another 4th song. It's a good way to, good marketing, good way to have everybody, on their feet, ready for whatever he has coming. But we shall see. I can't really speak no more because I don't know anymore. But I'd say it's heading into the right direction after everybody picked a side with the whole beef thing. But me, I'm a fan, so I'm gonna like the music regardless, realistically speaking. But that's it for this episode. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, you share. Check the description down below where I have my link for my Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's episode 124, and your boy ssalcita is out.